Hey guys, it's Jen. Welcome back to my channel and welcome back to another grocery haul and meal plan. So if you're new to my channel, welcome. I am a full-time working mom and I have two kids who are 10 and 7. I typically go grocery shopping on a weekly basis. That's just what works for our family and for my mind as far as like planning meals. I have tried to go every 2 weeks and it just doesn't usually work for me. And I know that there are people who even shop monthly too, and that is very overwhelming to me. So I prefer to go every week. Sometimes I get questions on what our budget is. Typically I like to spend no more than $200 a week, and that's for groceries and toiletries and, you know, toilet paper and everything that you would buy along with that. Typically I usually spend around $150. Mostly I do my shopping at Walmart and Aldi. Sometimes I go to Hy-Vee. I do live in the Midwest in Iowa. Today I went to Walmart, or I did Walmart grocery pickup. So I spent about $170. I just got back with everything, so I'm gonna go unload everything in the kitchen and then let you know what I got and what the meal plan is. So I have not made out the meal plan for this week yet. Today is actually Monday afternoon, and I actually scheduled my groceries for pickup today because my husband and I were out of town this weekend. We went to Denver for our anniversary. And so when I was at the airport last night waiting for our flight back here, I just sat and scrolled through the grocery app, picked what I wanted. I had a few things in mind that I wanted to make, but mostly I just kind of went rogue. So hopefully this turns out okay. Let's see what I got and what the meal plan has in store for this week. Okay, so we're gonna start down here with the produce. I did end up getting quite a bit of produce just because, like I said, we've been out of town for a couple days, and I feel like when that happens, I always need to stock back up. So I did grab some grapes. I don't know how much I ordered, but they gave me two like huge bags. Normally, if I was in the store picking this out myself, I would only buy one of these. So I'll have to look and see how much they charge me, but that is a lot of grapes. Maybe I might try freezing some. I've never tried that before. A lot of people say that frozen grapes are really good, like a really good snack. I've never tried it before. Personally, I don't like biting into like frozen things. Like I can't bite into a popsicle. Like it gives me the heebie-jeebies. Like I can't do it. But maybe my kids will like them, so maybe I'll try that. I did get one bag of Granny Smith apples. I typically buy the 3-pound bags of apples whenever I buy apples just because they're a good snack and we go through them pretty quickly. A lot of times I'll cut these up and give them to the kids for breakfast, either with like a granola bar or sometimes with some peanut butter to dip in. I also like to cut these up and put them in snack boxes for school and work lunches, or just eat them as is. So Connor really likes the green Granny Smith apples, and I kind of go back and forth between buying these and the Gala apples, so I decided to get these this time. I did get some cilantro because I was thinking I may do some kind of like an enchilada or taco dish this week, not sure. I grabbed some romaine hearts. So I like to wash and chop my own lettuce, or chop and wash, I guess would be the correct order. So I always just get the 3-pack of the romaine, and then what I like to do is just chop up 2, and then I leave the other one whole so that I have one whole for like sandwiches or wraps or something like that in case we don't want to use all of it for salad. I also ordered some broccoli, and I feel like they gave me a lot of this too. I'll have to see how much they charged me. I don't have a plan for this either yet, but probably use this for either like a stir fry or a side for dinner one night, or maybe cut up some of it raw and use it with ranch dip. They did also give me a free K-cup because yesterday was National Coffee Day. So that's kind of a little perk. Sometimes you get like some free samples and stuff when you do the Walmart grocery pickup. I would say overall, I have been enjoying it. It's sort of a change for me just because I feel like I have to really be cognizant about not forgetting anything, whereas if I'm in the store and I walk by something, I think, oh, I need that. So it's just sort of like a different mindset, but I'm getting more and more used to it. I did get some green onions. I always like to have these on hand. They're good in eggs or salads or tacos or whatever we want to use them for. I grabbed one red onion, some grape tomatoes. I still have some in the refrigerator that are pretty, they're still good from last week. So these we like to use in salads, or Connor loves cherry tomatoes, so he'll take those in his lunchbox too. I grabbed a stack of the clementine oranges, and we were almost out of those. These are a great thing to put in kids' lunch boxes. They're easy to peel. A lot of times I'll peel them for them just because they don't have much time at lunch to be messing around with peeling fruit, but they're really great for that. Or peel them ahead of time and put them in a fruit salad. Stuff like that is what I use them for. I grabbed 2 pound packages of strawberries. My kids would eat strawberries all day, every day if I let them. I think usually when I cut these up and watch them, we go through them within 2 days, 2 to 3 days. 3 days would be a long time. I grabbed some bananas. We like to use those for smoothies, or sometimes Kira will cut them up and eat them with peanut butter or Nutella. I grabbed 1 head of iceberg lettuce in case I want to do tacos this week. I also thought about doing BLTs. I have to see if we have bacon left. But usually iceberg is what I prefer to use on sandwiches, burgers, and then shred obviously for tacos too. I grabbed some shredded carrots. I don't always get these, but there is a salad that I was thinking about trying that calls for the shredded carrots, so I went ahead and grabbed those. I got some dill also for a salad I'm planning on making this week. I grabbed some celery sticks. I usually like to buy these instead of the big, you know, heads of celery, or I guess it's a head. I don't know what you call it. Just because we don't go through it all that fast, and it's actually more cost effective to buy this, and I waste less, and plus it's already pre-washed for me, which I like. So usually I will cut this up and put it in the kids' lunch boxes. They both like raw celery. I also like to dice this up and put it like in chicken salad if I make that, or egg salad or tuna salad. I am okay with celery. I like the taste of it. It bothers my stomach if I eat it like a whole stick of this. I couldn't do that. So I have to cut it and dice it really small if I'm going to use it in like a tuna salad or something. I got some baby carrots. I do have some garbanzo beans in the pantry, so I might try to make some hummus. I think I have tahini in the fridge. Otherwise, I think I have some buttermilk too, so I could make some ranch dip with that. I got the little mini cucumbers. These are great for salads, and they're super convenient to cut up and put in kids' lunch boxes. I grabbed a 3-pack of the bell peppers, so orange, red, and yellow. I like to have these on hand for salads, and both kids actually like raw peppers cut up. And I also ordered some yellow peaches, but they only had white peaches, and so they substituted these, which is fine. I don't think these feel all that ripe yet, but I'll put them in the fruit bowl with the apples and they'll be good to go in a couple days. So not sure what I'm going to do with this tricolor coleslaw yet. I may just use it to make some coleslaw. Adam got a flat top grill. I can actually show it to you guys. Or he didn't get it. I actually got it for him for our anniversary. I need to dry it off because it rained overnight. But we used this the other night to make breakfast for dinner, and it was so good. But we want to use it this week to make cheeseburgers. And so I thought that if we made cheeseburgers on the grill, I could also make some coleslaw to go on the side with that. But we really like this one. I got it for him on Amazon. I can link it down below. It was less than $200. We obviously have like a regular grill too, but this is nice. The other night we made like a whole entire breakfast on it: pancakes, eggs, sausage, hash browns, and we all sat out here and ate. It was really cool and a fun family time together. I did also grab some jalapenos. I feel like I ordered the minimum amount and I still got like 12 of them. So I'll have to find something to do with these. We can always make jalapeno poppers out of them. So, you know, cut them in half. We'll put a little bit of cream cheese in there, wrap it in bacon, and bake them in the oven. I'm sure those will be good next weekend for football if we don't use, which obviously we won't use all of these. The other thing I'm thinking too is that I want to try and can some homemade salsa. So I might save those for that. I got 2 zucchinis. I like to use these for myself and Adam for zoodles when the kids have spaghetti. And then, okay, I think that's all the produce I got. For dairy and things like that, I got some unsweetened almond milk. So sometimes I've been buying the vanilla unsweetened almond milk, and sometimes I buy the original. I bought the original this week just because in case there's a recipe that I want to use it in and it's like a savory recipe, then it doesn't taste like vanilla. Grabbed a half gallon of 2% milk. We typically don't go through milk that fast because we don't really drink it. We just use it for like cooking and cereal. And then I did grab some half and half just for my coffee. Sometimes I prefer to get the almond creamer, but my Walmart doesn't carry that. I have to go to Hy-Vee to get it. And so I just went ahead and got the regular half and half for this week. I got 1 container of the AE Dairy Old Fashioned Cottage Cheese. This is my very favorite cottage cheese. I don't know if you can get this outside the Midwest. I don't think you can. But this is my favorite brand that I can find around here. Okay, so when Adam and I were in Denver this weekend, we ate at this wonderful tapas place. I'm gonna try to remember what it was called. Ninth Door Capitol Hill in Denver. And so they had this salad that had like this goat cheese sort of like cream on the bottom of the plate. And then they built a salad on top of it that had like cucumbers and dill and tomatoes. And oh my God, it was so delicious. And I'm like, I need to recreate that. So I didn't really want the honey goat cheese, but they didn't have any other kinds when I looked online. So I just went ahead and grabbed that. If we don't use it all for that, I can also use it for like spreading on toast with avocados or something like that. I also grabbed some shredded cheese and string cheese and cheese sticks. So I always like to keep this part skim mozzarella cheese on hand for like pasta or pizzas that we might need it for. I grabbed some of the cheese heads, the light string cheese. The kids really like this. And then I got some of the Sargento sharp cheddar 2% milk snack sticks. Those the kids like as well, and Adam and I will eat them too. For deli meat, I grabbed some of this honey turkey. This is the Sara Lee brand. I don't think we've tried this before, but Connor has baseball in the evenings now, and sometimes it's difficult for us to try and cook dinner on those nights because his games are like from 5:30 to 7. And so what I've been doing is just keeping deli meat on hand and then taking sandwiches to the ball field, so that's been working out pretty well for that. I also grabbed some of this chicken apple sausage. I did a meal prep with this a few weeks back and sliced this up, sauteed it, and then did like a breakfast meal prep with some hash browns and eggs. It was really, really good. These are pretty low in calories, so you can have 1 link of this for 100 calories and only 3 grams of carbs, only 3 grams of fat, so pretty good deal there. I'm sure you could also have them for other meals other than breakfast, but that's what I use them for. I grabbed a pack of the Fiesta blend cheese. That is for tacos if we have them this week. And then the kids have been liking this on their sandwiches. This is just the sliced sharp cheddar cheese. I always just get the Great Value brand. I got 2 packages of eggs, so 24 eggs. We won't go through these all this week, but I want to do some baking. And then I also wanted to make egg salad and some hard-boiled eggs this week. I've been giving the kids every once in a while a hard-boiled egg with their breakfast. They like it with like a little bit of salt sprinkled on top. And then Adam really likes egg salad for lunch, so I'll probably make some of that for him as well. I picked up some of this old style mustard. I thought this would be good in the, this won't focus. I thought this would be good in the egg salad. I went to Oregon a couple weeks ago and had this really good breakfast egg salad dish, and it was like a French sort of inspired egg salad. So it had like cornichons in it and this Dijon mustard, or this, you know, grainy mustard, and chives. And so I thought I might like to recreate that. You can see a theme here. I like to eat at restaurants and then recreate the dishes at home. I grabbed some water chestnuts. I'm not sure if we'll use these this week, but I like to have them on hand for stir fries and lettuce wraps. I grabbed Adam 1 can of the creamy chicken and dumplings. He likes to take soup to work. And then, yes, I do my kids SpaghettiOs. I got 2 cans of this. This is nice for them to have like a quick snack after school. They can split a can, or even gasp lunch on the weekends. Sometimes they eat those. And then I grabbed some grape juice. I haven't bought grape juice in a long time, but I thought this would be good just to have on hand. You know, keep it cold in the fridge, and then the kids can have it for breakfast, or sometimes like when I take my medicine in the morning, I like to have like really cold juice on hand. So I grabbed that. I was almost out of black peppercorns, and a lot of the times I like to get them at Costco. Since I was going to Walmart, you know, the pickup, I just decided to grab this. This is just the whole black peppercorns. This will last me a few months for sure. Okay, so I did grab some of the Great Value wheat thin crackers to keep in the pantry. And then they did have the family size available of the reduced fat Cheez-Its. I think we can all agree in general that Cheez-Its are not really considered a healthy snack, but these do have less calories and fat than the original Cheez-Its. And I know I've been getting a lot of comments like, why do you buy reduced fat? Because then they just add more sugar to it, et cetera, et cetera. These actually have the same amount of sugar as the regular Cheez-Its. They do have 3 grams more carbohydrates, but it's a trade-off. Like, do you want less calories and fat? Do you want less carbs? I think everyone just has to decide for themselves what they want to do. And these are definitely less greasy, in my opinion, than the regular Cheez-Its. And really, I can't really tell a difference necessarily in the taste. So I grabbed those. And then, okay, so give me some feedback on your kids as far as like what they can make for quick meals independently. So Kira is getting to that age where she has been more independent in staying home and making herself a meal. And so I am struggling with what to get her. She tires of sandwiches really quickly. Like, she'll eat sandwiches every once in a while. Sometimes she'll make herself like a snack plate. She'll do like, you know, some string cheese and some fruit and like turkey sticks or whatever. But I was just trying to get some things that she could easily heat up in the microwave. And obviously she's not going to eat this, you know, this kind of stuff every day, but I thought it would be good for her to have like an option. She really likes fettuccine Alfredo and chicken Alfredo. So I grabbed a couple of these. This one is just the Stouffer's fettuccine Alfredo. And then this is the Marie Callender's fettuccine with chicken and broccoli. So if you guys have kids that are around like 5th, 6th grade age level, let me know what you get for them so that they can sort of make something on their own independently. She uses the stove and stuff when I'm around. I could probably teach her to use it when I'm not around, although I don't know that she would. She definitely doesn't want to use the oven when I'm not around, although we do have an air fryer. So I did pick her up some mozzarella sticks because I think that's something that she can make on her own. But let me know your thoughts on that. I have not seen these at my Walmart before. These are the Real Good enchiladas. They're basically sort of, you know, I don't know, advertised as a low carb cheese enchilada, but I thought I'd try them just because I've seen other people have them and I haven't tried them yet. And then I got 2 of the Amy's meals. This one is the cheese enchiladas. These are so, so good. I love cheese enchiladas. It's like one of my favorite things. So if you like cheese enchiladas, definitely give these a try. And then I ordered like a poblano enchilada, but they didn't have it. And so they substituted these black bean and vegetable enchiladas. These are actually dairy-free. I'm not dairy-free, but it's just sort of a nice change of pace for like a lunch. I take that to work. And then I did want to try some of this veggie made mac and cheese. I saw a couple of other people pick this up in their grocery hauls. So we'll see. I don't know. Actually, my kids are weird about macaroni and cheese. Like, they like shells and cheese. They like Kraft mac and cheese. Something like this. I don't know. We'll have to see. Maybe they'll like it. I'm not sure. I said I got the mozzarella sticks for Kira to put in the air fryer. And then I also got her some of this beef stroganoff. You know, Connor can have these things too if he wants, or Adam, or whoever wants them. But I just saw this. This was in the grocery app. I think it was like $1.88. Again, I know that the, you know, what am I trying to say? The ideal thing would be to feed my kids, you know, fruits and vegetables and lean meats and whatever 100% of the time. But that's just not how my life works right now, and I'm a realist. So, okay, so for bread, I grabbed one of the Sara Lee honey wheat. That is my favorite sandwich bread. And then this was a substitution. So I actually wanted sourdough bread. I don't really know if I should have accepted the substitution because they gave me butter bread, which I feel like they should have gone over to the bakery section and maybe got me some regular sourdough bread. But anyway, I took it. I can put one of these in the freezer and we'll definitely eat it. Okay, so for non-food, I got one of the Clean and Clear travel face washes. I was out of this and I keep this in my travel bag for when I travel, either for personal or for work to wash my face. Okay, so I got an overwhelming response on how to get stains out of baseball pants. And this was the Fells Naphtha Laundry Bar and Stain Remover. So I can't even tell you how many people commented and said that this is what I should buy for stains, grass stains in my son's baseball pants. So I'm excited to try it, and I'll let you guys know how it works. I've actually never even looked for this before or noticed it in the store. So apparently you just like wet your fabric and then rub this on it, and it just works as a stain remover. So I'm excited to try that. I grabbed some of the Glisten foaming cleaner. This is for my garbage disposal. I was out of that. I like to usually use this about once a week or once every 2 weeks. I got a travel shampoo. I was out of that. And then also a travel deodorant, which I was almost out of. One good thing about the Walmart grocery pickup is that you can scan items and put them in your cart. So like, for example, this is my favorite sort of drugstore foundation that I use. It's the Neutrogena Healthy Skin Enhancer. So all I did was just scan my current tube with my phone, and it added it right to my cart, which was awesome. I also use Clinique foundation, but I find that to be a little bit heavy. And so like in the summer, I mean, you can use this year round too. This has SPF in it, but I really like this. I don't like anything heavy on my face. I'm not a huge makeup person. So something like this that I can put over top of moisturizer is ideal for me as far as foundation goes. And then for drinks, I grabbed 2 of the clear sparkling cherry limeade. That's our favorite flavor. I love it. I got 1 case of Diet Coke, a 12-pack of Diet Ginger Ale. Sorry, this is upside down, but for myself, I got the Blackberry Bubbly. This is my favorite flavor of that sparkling water, and I like to have it with a squeeze of lime. So what I'm gonna do now is get these groceries put away, and then I'm gonna make a meal plan, and I will let you know what I come up with. All right, so here is a look at the meal plan for this week. I tried not to make it too hard and use stuff that I had on hand and that I got at the grocery store. I use the Carrie L meal planner, and I always have a link down in my description box with a 10% off code. I think the new designs come out like October 1st, if I'm not mistaken. So by the time you guys see this video, those will have already come out. I use the smaller size. I think it's the mini meal planner. It's actually the same size as my regular planner I use, which is an Erin Condren. I just like this size because it fits nice in my purse if I want to take it somewhere on the go. So the first thing that I do when I meal plan is I figure out what activities we have. So like this week on Tuesday and Thursday we have baseball games, and then on Friday we have soccer games. So that's the first thing that I write down so that I can figure out what I want to make that will fit in those time slots, because those are the constraints that we're working with right now. So today I am actually heating up for dinner here in a little bit some chicken tostadas. So I found a couple bags of frozen shredded chicken in my freezer that I had previously made and had extra, and so I always just put stuff like that in the freezer so that I can use it at a later date. And so I put that in the crock pot to heat up on high for the next few hours. I did microwave it a little bit just to get the chill off of it so it would heat up faster. But that's what we're gonna have for dinner. I put some chili sauce in there that also I had frozen in the freezer and I defrosted. So that is what we're going to have for dinner, along with some corn. I have some fresh sweet corn that I froze over the summer, and so I'll cook some of that. We'll have fruit salad, and then I also want to make some pico. For the tostadas, I think we'll just have corn tortillas, so I can either crisp them up in the air fryer, or we can have them as tacos, whatever people want. On Tuesday night, we're going to do grilled ham and cheese with some kind of soup. I'm not sure if we're going to do tomato soup or chicken noodle. And then also we'll have some vegetables and dip. Connor will probably choose grilled cheese instead of grilled ham and cheese, but we'll see. He really loves grilled cheese. And then that's something that we can have quickly before baseball. And then on Wednesday, Adam's going to do his cheeseburgers out on that flat top grill that we just got, so I'm excited for that. We're going to toast the buns out there, and then I'm going to make some fries in the air fryer, and then also make some coleslaw. On Thursday, I think I'm just going to prep some taco meat earlier in this week, and then we'll just do beef burritos or like burrito bowls. I have some leftover flour tortillas that I want to get used up, and then we'll just have fruit with that. I think we have some tortilla chips and salsa too. And then Friday we are going out or having pizza. That's what we do every Friday night. And then Saturday, I'm actually making a meal that I'm going to be filming, and it's kind of a surprise, so I'm not going to share it with you guys just yet. And then Sunday, I haven't planned that far ahead. So that is what we're having for dinner this week. Nothing fancy, but hopefully doable with all the stuff we have going on. All right, so that's gonna be it for this week's grocery haul and meal plan. Like always, I will have a printable PDF meal plan linked down in the description box. So if you guys are wanting to, ooh, it's bright, print that off and use it as inspiration for your meals this coming week, that's something that you can do. So thank you again for watching, and I'll see you on my next video. Bye.